test sound level. We're gonna work a little bit on the labels, starting 20 minutes early today. Try to get these little labels on the top looking a little better. After which we'll switch to Microsoft Flight Simulator. Good. Let's put everything. We'll leave it like that. And we'll line it up right on the little dot. And we're going to try to put different words next to each label. That. Hey, Devil Dude. Yep, happy spring. Spring has arrived in the northern hemisphere, autumn in the southern hemisphere. If you flip the earth upside down, or you in a spaceship and you look at it from upside down, if you're playing Elite or something, that would be the opposite, but you got it. How are you, man? I'm just starting a little early because I'm these labels up here, I'm trying to make them look a little bit nicer. And just listening to some music and taking it easy. I hope that wherever you are, I'm not mistaken, the Netherlands, somewhere down around there. I hope you're having a good day. I'm wishing you all the best for spring for you. Getting better and better each day. That's excellent. That's good to hear. And Bad Gaz here. Open hailing frequencies and transmitting universal greetings on all channels. How the devil are you, sir? Pip, pip. Bats, this is Hyper. I read you loud and clear. Your hailing frequencies and universal greetings are much appreciated. I am sending a response wishing you peace and love and a very happy spring to you in all languages, in all frequencies. Over. After Corona, yeah, I had Corona too. I think I had Corona, when was it? End of January, I think. But yeah, I'm good now. After I was vaccinated and everything, you know. It was like a bad, not even a bad cold, but yeah, I know that it varies people, you know. Some people fucking die, so thank the gods I'm still around. And greetings to you, Tim Pickle. Greetings to the infamous mouth talker. Here, this is without me press the button. Now I'm gonna depress the button. Now the button is depressed. Is the filter working? Now you can hear some radio static, and now you can. Now you can, and now you can. I'm relearning how to use my PC after being gone away from it for almost 6 weeks. 2.5 days in bed. Damn. I'm glad you're getting better, Devil Dude. I hear some static when you press it. Copy, Tim. Thank you so much for confirming that. So I guess the filter's still working. All right, latest. Lexi, I'm just getting in here a little early to get these little labels up here on the top of the screen looking a little bit better. Today is the last day of the winter 2022 landing rate leaderboard. So here's your last chance to get in there. Whoever wins, you get the video game of your choice. Second place, you get the video game or plane of your choice up to a certain amount. I haven't decided yet, probably about $50. And third place, video game or plane of your choice, probably up to about $30. We'll see. I haven't really decided, but it's gonna be something like that. Currently in first place, we have Wild Craze. One of the best friends, most regular friends of the stream here. Second place, we have, I believe, Timmy Thumb, also a great friend of the stream. And third place, we have Joey Bolo, also a friend of the stream. Bat says, we're looking forward to the arrival of spring, but we have had emails from the local authorities alerting us to rapidly rising levels of COVID infections in our local area. So, well, here we go again. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing, you know, the Fauci guy here in the States, he's saying the same thing, like, you know, watch out, there's some other variant B something or other coming up. So, you know, I'm not making any big plans for changes here. I am going on a trip for 10 days to Michigan to see Amber's family. Some difficult health issues over there. But I'll be back middle of April, and then we're gonna have a long year of streaming here coming up. New video games, new airplanes, and new music. Hopefully, I have to update this playlist in a while. Grim Pickle, I'll be lurky as I'm flying, getting more used to the new hottest. Oh, nice. What hottest did you get? Sounds good, Tim. Here's a shout out, people. If someone here hasn't given Tim Pickle a follow, please go and do so. Also a very nice person, a very good pilot. Likes flying the F-16 Fighting Falcon, also known as the Viper in DCS usually. It's an airplane that we'll be adding to my hangar eventually. Everyone participating, wish good luck though, and I hope you're doing well. Thank you, Tim. Best of luck to you as well of your new hands-on throttle and stick system. I know that when you get a new one of those, it can be a little bit of a time of set. It takes time to set it up and everything and get used to the new buttons. On my list, I have to watch Money for a bit. Well, it's always the case for him, but best specifically now, I wanted a throttle because I have only hands on stick. I have a hands HAWS hands on stick, hand on stick, because I don't have a throttle right now. I want a throttle, but it's on my list. But the one I want, I'm not gonna be able to afford it right now. Sorry to say Putin, COVID. Putin, I like to call him Putinho. He's like little bitch in Portuguese. What a Asshole. Anyway, Coutinho, COVID, and the cost of living crisis here in the UK, things do not look good. I hear you, Bats. I have family in the UK, and I was supposed to come to the UK in April now to visit a friend of mine for his wedding, but I'm not going to be able to make it because of Amber's family's health issues. And yeah, this whole... I had to help my mom and do some other traveling, so yeah, money's tight, and I hear you, man. What can I say? I hope things get better. I forget who said this, but that's a friend of mine said, oh, my friend, a friend of a friend of mine said, my friend who's quite cynical said 2020 is going to be the best year in the decade. I hope this person is wrong. Oh. Tim got the Warthog, same stick as F-16. Nice. Oh, that'll be fun then, because you'll be able to look at to map it just like it is in the real fighter, perhaps, right? And Tim says, old one served me a long time, but broke in the end, so I had to buy one anyways. Sounds good. Recently my little Fuji X100S finally broke, something that I could get it replaced, but I've had that camera for almost 10 years, I think. Between 7 and 10 years. So I think it's time for a new camera. Won't be able to afford it now, but I like to use things until they break too. All right, latest recent follow subscription. I'm just working these little labels up here as I chat and get ready. Cheer bits. What's another word for latest, and what's another word for recent? Should I open up a thesaurus here, or does anyone want to help me out? Bat says, I believe that no matter how dark things seem, there will always be a light shining somewhere, and we'll get through to better times. That's a really nice thought, Bat, and I completely agree with you. I mean, I've been watching Lord of the Rings for I don't know which time. I'm gonna reread the book for the second time soon, but I'm halfway through the Return of the King, and it's a story about that. You begin, things are all right, then things go bad, then you go on a trip around the world, which is good for everyone to do, for you to see that everyone is more or less the same, and you come back home with new eyes, and if things go bad, there's wars and stuff, but then there's always a return, a cycles. And I think I like to think, like spring, first day of spring today here in the Northern Hemisphere. We might have to go through a really dark, tough winter, but there will be a spring. I mean, gods know that not a good spring for a lot of people right now, but I like to believe that. I like to be optimistic. And hello Shipa, even if he takes Ukraine, Puta has no chance. Yeah, dude. I mean, the guy's he's probably sick. I don't know. He's at the end of his life, surrounded by yes men. It's inevitably, they're not gonna be able to hold that. They have the whole world against them. The scary thing is you got the nuclear bombs, but I also, even there, I hope that, I don't know if you ever heard this story. Once there was when the Soviet Union it was still the Soviet Union, there was this guy looking at the consoles there, and he saw a launch of about 5 missiles, and he had a few minutes to decide what to do, whether to say, hey, they're launching nuclear missiles at us, let's respond. And he decided not to. He's like, I think it's a glitch, and he just made the decision not to. That was not the only guy. There was also a guy in a submarine during the Cuban Missile Crisis, which basically gave the order to the captain to not fire a nuclear missile. So I hope that, the better, saner people will always prevail, even if they disobey orders, which is a very good thing. And he also managed to do something not done in 80 years, pissed off the Germans. Yeah. Man, that's a little scary. The Germans rearming, what the heck? Finland wanted to join NATO, Sweden wanted to join NATO. I mean, yeah, it's, very tough time for a lot of people there in Ukraine, but I hope that it'll eventually lead to better times for the rest of the world and for there as well. We'll see. Bat says, Her Majesty will soon give the word, and our chaps will then go and give Tyrion Dargon thrashing. I hope that does get a good thrashing from his own people, Bat, so that we don't risk this nuclear exchange. But hey, I wish James Bond was for real and we could all sort this out. Very action movie cinematic way with least people getting hurt as possible. I don't know, man. This guy is he's going a little nuts, I think, Apparently there was a leak from a FSB, aka KGB insider, that this guy that runs this website called Bellingcat basically vouched for, which usually means that it's a good source of information. He said it's a big freaking mess, total miscalculation, and it's a huge mess. So I'm thinking that the guy went nuts, and I hope that someone from the inside will show him the door. And stop this insanity. All right, I need another word for recent and another word for latest. Let's take a look at thesaurus. I'm on the PC, so I'll just look at the thesaurus official site. Latest, what's another word for latest? Last. Last works. Recent, latest. Last gift sub. Let's put that there. Last gifted sub. All right, and I'll move that over here. Now move, I need one more word. Recent. Matt says, we have a brand new aircraft carrier in UK, HMS Queen Elizabeth. It could use a good field test, so it could be on its way to Russia soon. You know what, I'm not surprised. A lot of these wars, for example, in Syria, and it's basically a huge opportunity for all these armies to test their weapons. And I mean, we're seeing what drones are doing to the modern battlefield. It's just crazy. So yeah, it won't be. NATO will sooner let Ukraine fall than engage. I think you're right about that, because there's the huge risk of the nuclear exchange. That's a big risk. So as much as I want to go in there and for them to stop this and get involved, at the same time I don't think Biden, and I don't think it's a bad decision to not engage directly, because it's if you risk nuclear war, I don't want to miss out. I'm hitting my head here. I know if I was in Ukraine and I was getting my home bomb shot up, I would probably have a different point of view. But it's a very difficult decision. But I think I wouldn't want to be a leader having to make the decisions right now. Hey, Galaxic Cat, hello computer. Yeah, and also NATO has to power up, has to level up a little bit. Synonym for recent: late, new. Oh, new sounds good. New cheer bit. Let's put that. Put new over there. New is apparently the most used, the most common word in advertising. New, brand new. Here's something new for you. Buy. Have this. Okay. With the latest subscription, which was Galaxic Cat, but that was a gift from Sheepa to Galaxic Cat. Let's move that a little bit over. I'm just sorting out these little labels up here because I started playing, what's it called? Elden Ring. Yesterday I tried to play, I was gonna stream last night, but I had a lot of trouble playing Elden Ring in cooperative mode with a friend. We managed in the end, but it has some limitations that are really annoying. And if you die, your friend has... Hey, Apollo. Your friend gets sent back to their world. So I'm actually going to write a blog post with like step-by-step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of how to do it. Really simple. But I wish it was you could just play through the whole game without these limitations of having to only be able to stay in that area. And maybe they'll do a patch that will change that eventually. Anyway, we are live. Okay, this is done. Let me fire up Microsoft Flight Simulator. And then we'll be ready to go. Last day of landing rate leaderboard. I'm gonna do about, I don't know, 10, 20 landings to give a chance for anybody else who wants to get on the leaderboard or who is on the leaderboard already to get a higher position. And then we're gonna switch to Elden Ring and just see how things go. Later this week we'll have some DCS, IO2. Maybe that'll be a protest stream, we'll see. Maybe even some War Thunder and other stuff. So hey, hello WoW Craze. The number 1 on the leaderboard right here. Microsoft Flight Simulator is firing up right now. That is annoying that the friend gets sent back if you die. Yeah, that's so annoying. Yeah, we were like really annoyed at that yesterday. We managed to play, you know, it's much easier with 2 people. We managed to get to this big castle. But in the end I didn't stream it because I just wanted to chat with my friend and we spent a lot of time basically troubleshooting, which is generally not fun to see people do. Alright, music cam filtered. That's how I felt, Bats. That's exactly how I felt. An applause for Bats for redeeming that. That's exactly how I felt about playing cooperative multiplayer in Elden Ring yesterday. Apollo, fica calmo! I speak weird, random Portuguese because I'm talking to my cat. That's how I practice. That's how I keep my Portuguese updated. Finally, I'm on the good side, flying as a German. You know, now I'm a German, you know, you put like some modern markings and you're on the good side. You're having issues with the PC, sir? Well, luckily I know someone who can help you. Exactly, Bats. Rambo vs. Computers, one of my favorite scenes in any Rambo movie. I haven't watched the last one yet. I think someone on stream here, I forgot if it was Wild Craze or Sheepa, told me their one sentence review of Rambo 5, I think it's called. It was too much John, not enough Rambo. Oh, I'm getting messages. I better. Hey, Andres. Tomorrow better. Tomorrow better. No worries. Let's say that works. We have like a little issue here in our super, very kind and talented super. I can tell you, if there's a zombie attack or some sort of nuclear post-apocalypse, I would stay. I would want the superintendent of the building where I live here in New York City to be in charge, and I would just do what he said. The guy's like ex-firefighter, super kind, calm, knows how to get things done. No works, no works. There you go. Yeah, Wild Craze. That's Wild Craze. Let me put that down because I want to quote it properly. Let me put it as I'm gonna add that to the quotes. Wild Craze Rambo 5 review. Too much John, not enough Rambo. Thanks, Galaxia, for the lurk. Nayak, have some good food, and I wish your cats a bon appetit as well. Brad says there are rumors that Stallone has hinted there may be one more Rambo movie. He was asked about the latest one being the last, and he smiled and said, "Well, we will see." Man, I wish he would do one more. One more, but yeah, more Rambo, less John. That's what I want from Stallone. No, we had enough John and Rocky. He got the Oscar for that. All right, where should we land? How about we do something totally random? How about we take, let me see, the last 3 chatters is Sheepa, Bat, Galaxia, and Wild Craze. So that's Sheepa is S, Bats is B, Galaxia Cat is G, and Wild Craze is W. There you go. SBGW Guaratingueta. Let's go there. Oh, that's by Rio de Janeiro. That's between Rio de Janeiro and São Paulo. I don't know what the heck this is, but let's go over there. Let's go. Let's set this departure from the ramp. We'll just take the Cessna 152. We'll leave live weather, live everything, and we'll quick fly. Right? How's that for randomness? Well, Chris says I actually almost started a thing where I post reviews in the confinements of a tweet, but only did 1 or 2. Yeah, I think there was a website. It was something crazy like 4-word movie reviews or something. So I mean that used to be in the magic about Twitter, right? You have a character limit, so you're forced to really think about reducing your thought to. I mean, these days, as a criticism, people say a grunt. But it can be a good exercise. Yes, less acting, more action. Agreed, Sheepa. That's what I want from Rambo. 1 tweet, something review. Oh, and before we forget, let me turn on the Sim Toolkit Pro so that we get the Sim Toolkit Pro bot join us so we can start getting guesses here. Stand by. Connect to Sim, connect to Microsoft Flight Simulator, and boom! Sierra Tango Kilo Papa Twitch bot has joined 1-2 boss. Part of me wish they kept 140. Same here. All right, where the heck are we here? Let's see. All right, it's a little. This is between São Paulo and Rio de Janeiro. Some weather around. So I'll just do some landings right here. And hello, Kojo62, how are you? Someone I've met through Timmy Thumbstream, I believe. I'm doing all right, man. Good to be back by my gaming computer. Good to be back flying digital airplanes. And we're gonna do this today, last day of the winter 2022 Larry Leaderboard. And how are you doing, sir? That says, makes you wonder if when Stallone did First Blood way back in the day, he had any idea it would spawn such a huge franchise. It was First Blood after Rocky? I never remember that because I know Rocky was like sort of his breakout film, right? But I always forget if First Blood was before or after. I think it was after. Kojo says, yes, good to catch you live again. It's been a while. Copy that, Kojo. Yeah, I was gone for about 5-6 weeks. Yeah, Paulo. Oh, Rabinho. Oh, shit. No, you have to wait for 1 hour before I feed you. Looks like the kind of strips the bandits run off of for their It does, doesn't it? All right, let's see if I remember how to turn this plane on. Oh shit, one thing I forgot is track IR. I don't think I have to restart the sim. There you go, nice. All right. Track IR is working. All right, let's see if I remember this thing. Let me turn this off. I think we turned this stuff on, right? Turn the magnetos. We prime her up a little bit. Mixture, let's put into full. Throttle back. I think there's a fuel switch down here. We have to. Here you go. Fuel valve. No, whenever if you're gonna go have a crash, something, you switch off the fuel pretty quickly because you don't want the fuel to cause a potential fireball-y explosion. All right, that's good. We still remember how to turn on the Cessna 152. Let me get the sound levels balanced out here. Looks like, yeah, Rocky One is his breakout movie, the one that made him in Hollywood. Copy that, and amazingly he got an Oscar for that. I think for the script that he wrote, I believe, right? And Oscars are not everything, you know, but yes, I do have track IR. I was just watching some reviews comparing that to Tobii Eye Tracker. Yeah, I'm lucky enough to have been able to afford track IR when I decided to get it. Otherwise, I would definitely look at some open track, some of this other stuff. You see this guy, Zero to Hero Alec, he uses, I think, open track, some open source eye tracker stuff with like a little, I don't know if it's the Arduino or something that he puts in a little box, and you can make it out of Legos or whatever, or you can actually attach a phone. The phone's gonna be pretty heavy to wear on a baseball for a while. Hey, and hello, Echo Nora. Welcome. Thank you for your prediction walk raise. 1, 2, minus 1, 2, 3. Didn't sit well enough. Copy that. All right, let's just we're gonna do some circuits here so people can get on this leaderboard. Last day of the winter 2022 landing rate leaderboard. Let's talk to the tower and tell them, hey, request taxi and remain in pattern.
Quara ground HYPERTEXTHERO1 ready to taxi, touch and go.
Hypertext 01 Quara ground airport is currently IFR. Request denied.
And enable ignoring weather this airport. There you go.
Quara ground HYPERTEXTHERO1 ready to taxi, touch and go.
Hypertext 01 taxi to and hold short of runway 02 using taxiway Alpha. Contact tower on 118.15 when ready.
Alright, it's right there. There's the windsock in a kind of odd position by the trees. Alright, we're gonna taxi over there. We'll hold short of 02 via taxiway Alpha, which is this single taxiway here. And Echo Nora said Alec has a ED Tracker D do-it-yourself kit that uses the same tech your phone uses for motion track. Oh, cool. So it's actually, it's not IR. It's a motion detector. That's interesting.
Hypertext 01 acknowledge last transmission.
Copy that, Guara Tower. Apologies, I'm getting some other radio transmissions through Twitch chat here. Over. I like head tracking, but sometimes it just drives me a little nuts. I'm sitting down today. When I'm standing up, I have on the standing desk, then it's a little bit more like it goes a bit more all over the place. I'm gonna press shifts. Actually, first I'm going to turn off the brake, and then I'm gonna pretend that someone is pushing this airplane, because look how close. I think was it Shift C. Shift C, Control C. Oh, no, was it Shift P? Or push, maybe? Yeah, Shift P. Okay, I was pretending someone is pushing the airplane, or even we. We went down and pushed the airplane ourselves. Shift key again. And now we can give left rudder a brake. Oh. Just to pretend there's a damage model here, you know. Yeah, for the longest time I didn't use head tracking, but I kind of, especially if I'm a little bit high, if I had a little magic gummy bear and I'm using a head tracker, I feel like I'm there. I can't even imagine what VR would feel like. You're high and you're flying one of these flight simulators, because with the head tracking I already feel I'm there. Oh shit, hold up. It's my mom, I'm gonna have to get this, okay? I'm gonna have to come back shortly on some flying toast. Just give me 1 sec. I apologize. Opa! Olha pro lado. Aqui. Alrighty. A little dogster. Only time I usually miss it is when looking both ways in ETS2. What is ETS2? It's like an airstrip. Thank you, Akil-Nora. Oh, let me turn that. Oh, Aero Truck Sim, cool. Oh, like when you before you cross a road or something, you look both ways, right? Very important to do as a pedestrian too. Hey Joey! Hey Joe, you're number I think 3 on the landing rate leaderboard. This is the last day because yesterday was the last day of winter. Today's the first day of spring in the Northern Hemisphere. So this is the last. Next 40 minutes are the last chance to keep your lead. So get keep it going, man. Yeah, cruising down the taxiway like a boss. I just picked a random airfield here in Brazil, and it turned out to be in Brazil between Rio de Janeiro and in São Paulo, Guaratinga or something like that. So I'm just gonna do some circuits here. We're currently at, is there a way to see where we are? I think with the tower, right? Guara.
Guara Tower HYPERTEXTHERO1 ready for touch and go at runway 02.
Hypertext Hero 1 altimeter tree 0.15 wind 062 at 10. Left touch and go approved. Cleared for takeoff runway 02.
Cleared for takeoff runway 02 hypertext throw 1.
Guarachinga, I think it's called. I
Cleared
forget.
For takeoff runway
Hey, let's
02
see, V.
hypertext throw 1.
Okay, we're
Cleared
cleared.
for takeoff runway 02 hypertext throw 1.
Here, let's see if the map shows us the name of the airfield. Here you go. Sierra Bravo Golf Whiskey, okay? I'll put it on the stream title, starting at Sierra Bravo Golf Whiskey. That's where we are. And copy that, Kojo. Not my home airfield, but I probably didn't drive far from here when I was younger. Guarachingueta General Airport, there you go. Weather in Brazil has been pretty rainy this summer there, apparently. So this is, you know, there was that tragedy there of that rain that killed like over 200 people in Petrópolis last month. The weather having some effect, crazy extreme weather events happening in Brazil too. Okay, let's go. I'm gonna put just a touch of flaps. I'm gonna take off. I'm gonna turn right. I'm gonna turn left, come around, and come in for the landing. Thank you for the prediction, Joey. I think Wild Craze gave a prediction. Alright, we got positive rate. Flaps up. Yep, this is live weather in sim. I have it live weather. Positive. Oh, whoa, that's a cool emote. That's a nice idea. Is that yours, Joey? Nice, man. I like that. I might borrow that idea for my new emails that I should have worked on when I was away, but my head just wasn't in the right place to do much stuff on the computer. But new emotes are coming. I have a bunch of ideas, but I really like that one. Awesome. A shout out here to Joey Bolo. If you haven't yet, please go give this gentleman a follow. Also streams Microsoft Flight Simulator. Moro isn't gonna steal it. Yep. Hey, we all steal. Some of us get caught in terms of creative inspiration, right? I like to give credit, so I have a page called emotes in hypertexthero.com/emotes, I think. And I try to give credit. I should give a little more credit to one in particular where I got the idea from. I gave credit to my friend who animated it for me, but I should give a little more credit because it's something I'm sure Light showed me.
Hypertext Hero 11072 at 8.
You know, that's how we learn. All right, let's go in for the landing. Let's go to touch and go. Let's land.
Touch and go runway 02 hypertext throw 1.
All right, I'm gonna do a touch and go. All right. The sad truth of aviation is you can have a positive attitude and still crash and burn. A positive attitude is one thing, positive rate is another, right? But I think even with the positive rate, you can crash and burn if, you know, there's a mountain up front you're climbing, but you're just gonna hit the mountain at a higher spot. Copy that, Joey. Same here. I haven't streamed yesterday was my first stream in like 5 or 6 weeks because I was traveling to help my mom and visiting my brother in Brazil. I was in Rio de Janeiro. I hadn't been back in like 19 years. It was kind of emotional for me to. My dad was alive when the last time I had gone there. So it was really good to go back. You know, Brazil is still beautiful. Rio de Janeiro is still beautiful. Still have a lot of the problems that it's always had: corruption, violence. It's still beautiful, and it's just like amazing to see the tropical. For me, to see the tropical plants and animals is always like amazing for me. I'm gonna keep the flaps up on this because it's touch and go. didn't get that many pictures because in Rio de Janeiro, if I walk around with my camera out, number one, I wasn't there to take pictures this time. Primarily, I was there to work, to see people do a bunch of bureaucracy and help my mom. But all right, enjoy on the win. An applause. Let me put I'm gonna update the leaderboard once I stop this, okay? But I'm just gonna put Joey here. I'm putting a mark, Joey 1, okay? With a pencil right here. Let's go. But I did get a lot of pictures, but if I was there primarily to take pictures, I would have gone 10 times more, but I got a few, mostly taken with my phone. Because in Rio de Janeiro, if you're walking around and you have a camera out, or even your phone camera out, especially if it's an iPhone, okay, you become a target, you become a mark. Or, you know, someone who probably doesn't have a lot of money, or maybe does have a lot of money, or have is okay, but it's a bit addicted to, you know, robbing people. And I didn't personally see anything this time. But everyone I talked to was like, be careful, you know, be careful out here. And they have this thing called Bolsa Ladrão, which means, you know, robber purse, which is you carry a second backpack or a second purse with like an old phone, an old wallet, a bit of money. And if you have a stick up, you give them that instead of the actual one. You know? It's like the kind of things you have to think about, which is sad, but, you know, apparently true. Opa, almejas perezosos. What's up, man? What's up, person? How you doing? Thank you, Econora. Predict 200. Do I have to acknowledge something from the tower?
Cleared for touch and go runway 02 hypertext 01.
Yeah, so that's one thing I don't miss from Brazil is the, you know, one thing, whoa! Arthur! My great friend Arthur, with the coming of the subscription, 15 months. Thank you so much, and applause for Arthur here. Thank you so much, Arthur. We tried playing, we played some cooperative Elden Ring yesterday. We weren't impressed with, it was kind of flaky. We had disconnections, and we weren't so impressed with how you're forced to stay in the same area, and you can't just play the whole game and just keep going together. But we managed a little bit, but it was very, very clunky system. Thank you so much, Arthur, as always. All right, here we go. If you want to get in the landing rate leaderboard, this is what this is about right now. It's the last day of this winter 2022 season. Joey Bolo just got a win here. Puts him, I think, tied for second place, maybe, or in second place. I forget. I haven't looked at it. But here you go. I'm just gonna keep my flaps up. Here's another touch and go here in this airfield, which just by sheer luck happens to be between São Paulo and Rio de Janeiro, two cities that I lived in my life. 8 years in São Paulo, about two and a half years total in Rio de Janeiro. I'm gonna keep things smooth. I'm in a little fast for this one. And Bolo again! An applause! That's 2 for Joey Bolo, coming in here hot. It's like Michael Jordan coming in to the game, hitting the threes, getting the assists, getting the blocks. Thank you for the buzz the tower, Eric and Nora. I have to work a little bit on the sound balance there. That's 2 for Joey. How about I'll land in this one? I'll land and I'll stop the plane briefly and I'll update the landing the leaderboard. Okay. I have to use my other PC for that. And is the game too loud compared to the sound track here? I should turn down a little bit, or is it okay? Good. Sounds okay to me. Okay, cool. Thank you. Try to give a little bit of a boost to the music here. Not overwhelming. Thank you, Almejas Perezosos.
Hypertext Hero 110.
I'll turn it down a little bit.
Clear touch and go left traffic runway 02.
Alright, here's another touch and go.
Clear touch and go runway 02 hypertext throw 1.
You want to get in here on this landing area leaderboard, this is how you do it. Beautiful lighting in this game. It's just still, after I haven't played it for a while and I come back to it, I have to sort of pinch myself. It's like I'm playing a video game with pretty much photorealistic graphics. Feels like you're really there. Hey there, Floxtrot. How are you? Thanks for dropping by. Welcome. All right. Oh, I thought there was a cloud, but is that a cloud? Oh, I think it's a reflection. Yeah, it still surprises me too. Like there's sometimes when the lighting just comes through a cloud. Okay, for this last one, I'm just gonna turn the engine off. Here we go. And then we're gonna, it's not the last one, but if I'm gonna stop for a little bit to actually update the leaderboard of my other computer so that you can see it on the website where things stand. I was a little high, so I'm having to do some maneuvering here to lose airspeed. Let's throw down the flaps too. Let's grab her in. Woo! And Wild Craze gets that one. That was pretty nice for engine off 69 feet per minute. An applause for Wild Craze. Engine is off. Let's get off the runway here in case there's some other pilot coming in. We'll just stay right here. And now let me put on the brakes and then I'll turn the engine on again. And now I'm going to update the leaderboard. Thanks, Joey. An applause doing 69 and engineless free fall. Yeah, it's quite a series of coincidences, or I don't know. Alright, so that was Wild Craze got 1. Joey got 2. Let me update the leaderboard here. Where is it? Let's see. Computer, bring up the landing rate leaderboard. Okay, so Wild Craze got 14, still in first place. And 69 total. All-time score. Joey Bolo got 7. That puts him in 2nd place. Timmy has gone to 3rd place. And all-time score with 17, tied of Mort. Alright, let me tell my other little computer to update the leaderboard. And there it is. You have to refresh, hold Shift F5 or hold Shift and click on the refresh button. If you're on a phone, then I don't know, you just touch the refresh button with your finger, the tip of your finger, and that should be fine. Should we go to another airfield, or should we stay here? How about we I'll do another series of 3 here, and then we'll switch airfields, okay? I'm gonna ask for takeoff clearance again. Oh, never mind. I'm just gonna take off. Let's try to set up the camera here for a flyby for this takeoff. Oh, I think there's someone else. Or is it my... Oh, it's my own... I thought I heard another engine, but it's my own engine. Boss! Camera there. Drone speed a little bit higher. And we'll just leave a camera right here. And we'll turn off the drone follow mode. We'll keep the drone lock mode. I think that should give us a flyby view if we switch to the other camera. To the drone camera one after we take off. We'll see. Maybe not. It doesn't have the airplane in the center of the screen. We'll see what happens. Flaps up. Just leave them down a notch for this takeoff. Taxiing at pretty high speed here. There's a bunch of crazy Cessna 152 student videos on the internet, including some where the student really like... Well, the guy goes solos, but like he gives so much power, and then he releases the brake and he pulls hard on the stick, and the tail hits the ground, and then he takes off, and he just goes wild of the airplane. I mean, there's some crazy people out there. You know, I don't mind doing that in the flight simulator, but I'd be terrified of doing that over a real airplane. Fast taxi not approved. We have a 1-800 number for you to call. Can't imagine. Am I allowed to land on Charlie like Harrison Ford? Alright, let's see. Let's switch to the drone view. Okay, it seems to be pointing at my airplane. Let's see what happens. Okay, here you go. Full power. That'd be a different 1-800 number for you to land on Charlie. Alright, here we go, here we go. Wait, where's my... How come the drone camera's not showing my plane? Oh, there it is. Weird. Okay, I don't know what happened there, but I feel like my greatest On the top of my wish list for Microsoft Flight Sim, there is a flyby view, a one-touch flyby view. It used to be F3 of the when Microsoft Flight Simulator, but on earlier versions. I hope they bring that back. I think it's on their to-do list for Microsoft. All right, I'm gonna do 3 more landings on this one. I'm gonna get on the leaderboard. Here's how to do it. Even if you're not a winner, by having a correct guess and having your name on the leaderboard, you get a link to your Twitch channel and eventually a sticker. I promise that is coming. I know I've been talking about it for a while, but you know, life happens. Real life can be a tricky, but that is coming. And if you want the sticker out, you have to give me a PO box or some address to send it to, of course. And there'll be it'll probably be one of the emotes, but I don't want to just put my face there or something, or hypertext here or something. I want to put something that you would actually want to put on something, like a little sun or a little a picture of a nice drawing of a tree or something that's nice. And that's gonna be a new emote that's also coming. Thank you, Floxtrot, of minus 83 feet per minute. Wow, Chris, thank you, of minus 73 feet per minute. I think I'm still, I don't know if this is still an ATC bug that
Hypertext hero, 1 wind 0.
there you go. Yeah, I'm still at touch and go.
Go left, traffic runway 02.
Alright. Good for me to acknowledge that. There you go.
Clear touch and go runway 02 hypertext throw 1.
Yeah, my sound level's a little lower here, the airplane noise. And let's go in. The bridge over there. Not sure what the name of this river is. This part of the world between São Paulo and Brazil, there used to be a gorgeous, you know, there's still parts of it that are intact. The Mata Atlântica, tropical forest, very, very beautiful. But unfortunately, you know, the human beings, they cut down too many trees and they just spread like a wildfire on the surface of the planet. So you know, unfortunately, I have a lot of these forests of concrete appearing all around the world. I hope we can keep that in balance better as we get closer to the end of this 100 years. We're in the second decade of the 2100s. All right, here we go. I just almost blow off some of those tiles off the roof. Little touch of left rudder. And Wild Craze wins. That was close. Minus 61. Loss for Wild Craze. There's a reason he's number 1 here. He's always around and he does, you know, most of the correct guesses. That was really close. Nice to see good sportsmanship there. Thank you, Floxtrot. Have a thing for negativity. Let me give a shout out here to Wild Craze and to Floxtrot. Going round again. Oh, my pleasure, Floxtrot. Yeah, there's this organization called the Long Now Foundation. There's a bunch of people on the board, including I think this guy by the name of Stuart Brand, who used to be an editor of this thing called the Whole Earth Catalog, which was one of the inspirations for Steve Jobs when he was working on the first Apple computers and the Macintosh, and a lot of, you know, pretty smart people. We have Brian Eno as well, who's on the board. He's a minimalist musician that, if you never heard of him, you probably, if you use a Windows computer, you almost certainly heard his work. He did the Windows 95, I forgot how it goes. The Windows 95 sound when you turn it on. And organizations' goal is to try to encourage people to think in human beings to think in long term, like 10,000 years. One of their projects is this 10,000 year clock. They're designing a clock that should last 10,000 years. And a lot of interesting projects there. And yeah, I think human beings, if we became better at thinking really long term and about the next generations and not just the one we're living at, we could do better. In the meantime, I'll just enjoy the food, enjoy the video games, and live one day at a time. I zoned out and looked at Ukraine news. Oh man, yeah, I have to force myself to stop looking at that all the time because I just sort of, it just depresses me so much, you know. There's not so much I can do. I try to raise, you know, I try to put my voice out there and talk to friends about it, put a link on my website, encourage the war to be stopped, this bully attacking it, like causing so much suffering for so many people for no reason. So I understand what you're saying, Kilnora. Thank you, Craze. I'm quite content if my watch change battery every 5-10 years. That's cool. I think there's these watches now that you don't even need a battery. They're just like powered by your human your motion. I forget what they're called. That's interesting. Yes, we do need to do much better. Oh. That is a good idea, Foxtrot. One of my emails that's coming up is a sun, and another one is a tree. The tree I'm not 100% sure of, but I'm pretty sure of. The sun is 100%. There'll be an animated one too. Yeah, I saw that too. There's just some footage. It went straight down. It's not a max, so it's probably a different failure. But it looked like it was missing the vertical stabilizer. I mean, hard to see, you know, very blurry, but always sad. I have a friend, my cousin. Did I acknowledge the taxi clearance? I don't know. Do butter. Butter is good too if you know how to make butter. The Russians are doing the same old inhuman shit. My grand. Yeah, exactly. It's like, are we? If there was this interesting thing, like if you remove the color from some of those photographs, it looks like the 1930s and 40s, you know, it looks like World War II stuff. And what the hell, you know, that shows you what happens when you give so much power to someone who sticks to that, keeps that power and just becomes like corrupted by it, you know, such an old story in human affairs. And then causes so much. And wow, Chris, another one. Damn, that was a really smooth touch. Only -30. Showing why he's number one here. I'm gonna do one more here and then I'm gonna have to park and feed the cats. Oh, whoa. Jeez, let me put the nose down. What happened here? Almost missed a couple of trees there. Not paying attention. Thank you, Foxtrot. Yeah, I saw that there was a dash cam and there was another one too. Crazy. Yeah, and I mean, and there, take that, wow, Chris. I'm gonna get this one. All right. You're putting pressure on me. I always try to touch down as smoothly as I can, you know, but I'm a human, I'm fallible. Especially when I'm looking at chat and flying at the same time. Wild Craze has got 2, right? Two more since I last updated, right? That's correct, or is it 3? I think it's 2 more, right? I have 2 marked down. Stay on target, hypertext, wait, you've turned off your landing computer. Paraphrasing Star Wars code, you got this. Hypertext, you copy that. Well, where's that, the landing computer? I don't remember that one. I'm not a big fan of the Star Wars movies other than the 3 original ones. Those are the best by far, I find. The other ones, they lost the touch. Too much, probably too many people and too many computers. And too many people, solid copy, Guarachinga. We got the name of the place, Sierra Bravo Golf Whiskey Air Traffic Control. We're gonna try to make this one as smooth as possible here. There's a targeting computer in the original. Oh, okay, in the original one when he's going on the trench, right? And that's how he gets it. He uses the Force. Skywalker. Another trilogy of films that I love watching, rewatching every few years. It's just so amazing that all those visual effects, there were so many of them, not just the visual effects, but audio effects were done by hand, analog, without using computers. Like the Death Star, the outside of Star Destroyers and Death Star are like a bunch of little World War II airplane and tank kits, not painted, all stuck together in a bunch of haphazard ways. There's a name for it, I forget, but it's really amazing. Okay, I'm gonna use the Force Flux. Here we go. Should I put like should I close my eyes? I probably don't want me to use the Force that much. A real lightsaber? I remember as a kid trying to think, how the heck could we actually make a real lightsaber? And what always I couldn't come up with a solution was, you know, you can shoot a laser, but then it just goes off infinitely. How can you stop it at the length of a sword, you know? You use like some sort of force field to stop the laser. Raise our head here a little bit. Look over the engine here. Here we go. Try to hold it off as long as I can. The crazy thing about LAN is it's not only about holding it off, but it's just so many different movements at the same time. Oh my god! Wow, Chris! What the? What can I say? What can I say? What, wait, I don't even know what... Let me take a look. I don't even know, What happened there? Blockshot did minus 25, Wild Craze did minus 29.92. And what was the touchdown? Minus 35. Okay, so... What can I say? An applause. Thank you for your... Thanks again for your sportsmanship, Blockstrot. I really appreciate it. Got a couple of shout outs here. Wild Craze and Flockstrot. I'm gonna take a little break now to two things. One, feed the cat. And the second one, I don't know if the super is gonna come in to look at something, a little issue we have, but I'm just gonna wait for the doorbell to ring, and when it does, then I'll just take a break then, but I do have to feed the cat. Let me update the leaderboard. So WoW Craze, that's 3 more wins, right? I felt pressure to perform. All right. 72 overall. 14, 15, 16, 17. Cementing his first place position. Gonna have to rub it in Hypertext Hero. You know what, people? I think I'm gonna, instead of taking a break and getting a little stressed of this person coming back, I did have switching to Elden Ring. I'm gonna move that stream lag a little, but I'm going to, right now, I'm going to crown Wild Craze the winner of this 2022 winter 2022 landing rate leaderboard competition. Let me give an applause here. Let me put some the last time he won, he didn't get a prize. He offered a prize to someone else. There's always an option. Very a great sportsman, great sports person. Where's my confetti? Here we go. Congratulations! A big applause to WoW Craze for winning this. Let me get my notes up here. One more big applause. Let me get this up here. Wild Craze. First place. And second place, we have. Let me get a different. Where's my other applause here? Man, I'm doing too many things at once. Give me 1 second. All right. First place, Wild Craze. Second place, Joey Bolo, 77, and third place, Timmy Thumb. Okay. Second place, Joey Bolo, 77, and third place, Timmy Thumb. And this is the landing rate leaderboard winter 2022 winners. Congratulations. And thank you for playing. Thanks so much for dropping by and hanging out. Where's my notice? What's funny, my notice out here. What the heck happened to the notice? I'm gonna have to add another one. Oh, I'll do it like this. I'm gonna do like this, and I think that it'll appear here. So weird, my notice disappeared. Oh, there it is. On the side here. Is that it? Yeah. Okay, so WoW Craze, Joey and Tim, I'm gonna send you all messages. WoW Craze, pick any video game or plane you want. I got it for you, your first place. Joey, same thing, but up to like, let's say, I don't know, 50 bucks. And Tim, same thing, but let's say up to 30 bucks. Okay. I'm gonna send you all messages. I think we're all in the same Discord. I'll send you Twitch private messages congratulating you and thanks so much again. And this is gonna continue. This is it's a seasonal thing. So this was the winter 2022 one. The next one will be spring. So we're what March, April, May, June 21st will be the next drawing. Whenever I play Microsoft Flight Simulator, I turn on the Sim Toolkit Pro thing that calculates my feet per minute landing speed. So whenever there's a landing, if you're around and you do a prediction and you win, you can get on the leaderboard for win these games, or if you get on leaderboard at all, you will get a sticker eventually. All right, let me look. What did I miss? Some say he pisses pure fire. This is cheaper. Some say he never sleeps. Some say he lives to predict. Ladies and gentlemen. That's awesome. Wild craze. Another big applause. Here you go. Let's see if this is the big one. No, there's a big one that I will. Here, this one. No blood on the rising. I'll see you on the skies. Gonna put the Ripper and Bill out. Have a great one. Thanks so much for playing Flockstruck. And thank you, Akio Nora, for playing, and Sheep, for everyone hanging out. Let's see. Who is streaming? Anybody we know streaming right now that you suggest I raid? Let's see. Zero to Hero out there. Negative. Say anybody else out there? Let's just take a look at Microsoft Flight Simulator. Thank you so much, Kojo, for dropping by. A Snow Wolf TV. The guy's wearing a suit, a tie. Never seen this person. Is German. Let's see if is he speaking German.
Wir machen es natürlich trotzdem, weil.
Oh, let's just go say hi to him in German. What the heck? I don't know speak German, but he probably speaks English, okay? So here you go. I'll be back a little later for with Elden Ring. Thank you so much, Kojo62. Have a grand afternoon, Wild Craze. I'll be in touch. Think about what game you want or playing, and it will be yours, sir. Thanks again. Rating. Peace out.